correct. You're on Shop Talk. I'm Gigi Roapuno. We're talking about the Outstanding Young Men Awards. Still with us, Olivia Dizon, National Chairperson of the Outstanding Young Men 2010, and 2009 TOIM Awardee for Human Resources Development, Attorney Antoinette Aliones, and 2005 Awardee for Social Entrepreneurship, Ilac Diaz. Let's talk about the awardees for a while. What do you think of your body of work? What do you think drew the most attention? Why did they ultimately give you the award, you think, Antoinette?
I was the only awardee in last year coming from government, and I think they recognized me for what they said was my outstanding work in the civil service, managing the careers and development of our senior government officials. I had a government agency called the Career Executive Service Board, and it manages around 5,000 career executive service officers, the CESOs. And when I went there in 2007, there was widespread demoralization kasi parang hindi na-recognize yung mga officers. And so we started programs that would put in place a more credible, transparent, and objective way of recruiting the best of the best who are entering government. And from there, we rolled out training programs, creative ways by which to further enhance their skills, their managerial capabilities. And we successfully endeavored to engage the president, then Gloria Arroyo. When she left office, we managed to up the occupancy rate of our career officers to 52%. And now, I'm so happy that President Noynoy, first issuance when he came to office, was actually Memorandum Circular number 1 that affirms the importance of career senior officers in the government. And I attribute that to the outcomes of our efforts in the past. And to me, the TOIM recognition in 2009, more than an affirmation of the work that we've put in, and I keep saying we because it's not only me, it's really a collective effort. I think it's, as Ilac said, it's a constant reminder that you are being held to a higher bar of standards. You have to keep going, and the beauty of the TOIM recognition is that when it is shared with the community that I was serving, the community became inspired.
Yeah, there's a ripple effect.
More. Yeah, diba? So parang she mentioned that it inspires. And I think our shirt says it. Heroes create heroes.
Right, that's your theme also.
Is it the theme this year? Wala pa kami ganyang drama last year. Ngayon lang nila yan na-invent.
Pero parang gano'n na nga yung nangyayari. And of course, like you said, then you take it upon yourself to, reach even greater heights. Because now that you're wearing that red shirt, everybody expects you to be that and more.
And we never expect to be the one who will be only followed. Actually, what it is sometimes it's just, opening the space so that many more can follow in the new kinds of work that is pioneered. Remember, the pioneering idea might die with the pioneer. And so really, I think a lot of the trust is during your, once you get it, you have this amount of space afterwards where you finally have the mouthpiece for a while to share, to tell people what you're doing. And that's really very important, especially for new kinds of endeavors. And so we actually look for more.
I was going to say, social entrepreneurship is certainly not dying. I mean, you were the pioneer, you're the first one awarded in that parang field, but that is like a buzzword now. Everybody's doing that. And I think it's great. And it's people like you who are visibly parang effective and doing exactly what the young people should be doing. And I think that's also, and being associated with TOIM also just contributes in that effort altogether.
And the network of TOIM has been, fantastic. I need new architecture. I mean, you're talking about the best minds. You're working with, it's like always introducing yourself. Like a fellow TOIM member is
asked. Frat.
But you're talking about the most brilliant, the creme de la creme.
Exactly.
And so it's mentors helping the newbies coming, and so that was the great networking, if you call it, of TOIM, which is to be able to ask for help, so you don't have to make the same mistakes in your life where you can actually use this as a great life leverage to actually enter such a prestigious organization.
If I were to ask you, sorry Tonette, if I were to ask you, Ilac, which of your many accomplishments to date ultimately won you the award? Because you didn't get the first year, the second year. What are you most proud of?
Of course, I'm proud of the Pier 1, where we were using the seafarers to create their own self-sustaining kind of shelter, which is, they would work for their stay, they would help me build a dormitory. But I think what really started, getting attention was, starting out with this thing with climate change, looking not for architecture, but really new kinds of rural designs where people can start building instead of the donation model out of bamboo, out of soil. Anything that they can start building stronger kind of classrooms, which are the bomb shelters, so the safety shelters against the rising storm. And so starting out from that work, then we started having the Global Millennium Competition, and now working with the United Architects of the Philippines, we're creating the next new generation with Taguig, how to build resilient communities that withstands flooding when climate change will now hit the Philippines, and the most vulnerable are to be hit. So 10,000 posters are about to be sent abroad looking for the best minds. And the nice thing there, San Miguel Properties is actually going to build the model. So we will see what it will look like to live in in an era of climate change ahead of time.
You did not make a mistake. Because we need the dynamic, passionate people like Ilak, and we need more than a 30-minute show when we have guests like you guys. Well, at least they all know about TOIM now, and you gave the information where they can contact you if they needed more information. Right. Bang and Tonette and Ilak, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for introducing us to TOIM for those who haven't heard of it. I'm sure there are not very many of you. Thank you for watching Shop Talk. I'm Chiki Puno. Follow ANC Shop Talk on Twitter and be a fan of ANC Shop Talk on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Bye.